I mean, a sex house is just a word. I mean, every Airbnb I've ever had another person, a partner with me, I've had sex at it. So it is a sex house. If you think about it, it's this house we go to, we have sex in. It's brand new. We don't know us. Let me fucking wipe my ass with these window shades, these fucking drapes.
Why do I
It's a
feel
little
like you?
wet and musty back there.
Well, I feel like
Joey's not allowed to rent the sex house.
Yeah,
he's not.
I
What
feel
the
like
fuck?
he's done this shit before.
He's trying to do irreparable damage.
The
to
ways
house.
that I've defiled hotels rooms, I don't give a fuck.
For the last topic, boys, this is an interesting one. This is one that people know it's out there, but never really witnessed it or experienced it firsthand. But do you think in your relationship, you guys, you and your partner would be open to joining a swinger club? You know, is it a bad thing for you guys to try to do? And why do they use a fucking upside down pineapple as a symbol?
I think that using terms like bad and whatnot when you're talking about like sex it doesn't make any sense to me. I don't think that if there's two consenting adults and they decide they want to go to a swinger club and they have an open relationship or whatever their situation is, I don't think I would call that bad. It might be bad for you in the sense that you wouldn't be into it, but I don't know that I would actually use the term bad with that.
A lot of people, I think, if there's a person who's like, I'm macho, I feel like if you are in the right setting with your girlfriend, it's like one of the most macho things you could do is just go into a place and just trade each other's girls and walk out and both of y'all get pleased. And I heard somebody in here told me that it costs more to be a single man in there. If you're going in as by yourself without bringing a girl, the entry fee is significantly much more than if you brought in a partner.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I've personally never gone to a swingers club. I'm not. I've had some encounters in the scene, kinda, but I'm not part of the swinger scene. I feel like there's just too much going on. There's a lot of drama from a lot of the people I know that are in the swinger scene.
Yeah.
It's just.
There's drama in this. Really?
Yeah, because some people are too touchy, some people are too rough, whatever it may be, and some people aren't into that.
Some people get talked into going with their partner, and then that causes jealousy issues and things like that.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of room for drama there if everyone's not actually open and consenting and communicating and all that fun stuff.
That's the biggest part. I think you have to go into it already almost in an open relationship where you're like, I want something new, you kind of want something new. Like I said, getting fucked the same three positions by the same person could get boring after a while. Some of these niggas want to try something different, but I think men are always cheating and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's fucking 2022, bro. You don't even have to get back cheating. You could just say I'm polyamorous, just fucking run around and be a fucking whore. And then anybody you fuck with, you tell them like, yo, we're not really together. This is the way my lifestyle is. And if that's what
so these conversations should be had beforehand, and polyamorous relationships that are successful are all about the communication. There are some shitty people out there that are just using it as an excuse. I don't think it's the vast majority. I think most people in the poly scene are actually in the poly scene, right?
Yeah. And I won't say that there isn't, because how does it survive then? You know what I mean? There's got to be, there's a lot of people that do this swinging shit. These sex clubs, there's Jewish men outside of buildings right now yelling about sexual activities in certain apartments that they got kicked out of, probably because they were stinky.
And they probably didn't bring a partner. And
Or
they probably
probably
want to
didn't
pay
bring a
the
partner.
extra fee. I don't know. I think this is a cutoff I have, I think. Because I feel like in general, I think you probably shouldn't do this type of stuff. Only because I don't think the majority of people that even participate in this stuff is mentally equipped to do so. Like Mateo was saying, oftentimes people get talked into doing it, or oftentimes they think they'll like it and then they'll go and then afterwards the relationship's a little tarnished. Like, and then even people that have done it multiple times. Sometimes I was reading a fucking ask, maybe like an ask Reddit thread one day, and it was like, yeah, me and my wife, we swing all the time. One day they went to a swinging club, they went or whatever. The guy who wrote the story, he said he had sex with a girl, and then his wife got mad at him and wanted to break up. They just looked like they enjoyed it too much. So like, there's levels of like what is crossing the line, and I feel like when you start swinging, there's a lot more lines you could cross now. And I feel like people ain't comfortable with the whole extent of having your partner be intimate with another person, even though they think that they can handle it.
I don't think most people communicate with their partner as much as they should.
Yep.
And yeah, like once you get emotions into it, it's complicated, right? Props to the people that are able to go to that swinger scene and can participate, and they can fully engage without any issues or complications in relationship. Props to those people.
Why the pineapple? Why the pineapple?
I was thinking about it. I was thinking about the pineapple. I don't know if this is actually the reason or not, but here's my theory about the pineapple. You can meet people at the supermarket. That is apparently a thing. I've heard people say that that's a place where you can meet people. So if you're trying to like covertly find other swingers while you're out and about doing a chore, pineapple's an easy way, right? You go to the HEB too. You go to your supermarket, pick up a pineapple, pop in your shopping cart, boom, done.
There's stickers and shirts and like mailboxes I've seen online. Like, I'm like, damn, those are go hard.
So what is the pineapple? What is this?
It's a symbol of like wholesomeness. Like, at least that's what it says online.
Yeah, basically the pineapple is a
welcoming
sign
and hospitality.
The pineapple can be a sign that you're a swinger. Like that. And I would not just assume that anyone wearing pineapple jewelry or anything is a swinger, but it can be a sign that they are. And allegedly, an upside down pineapple, like in your shopping cart or something, is a sign that you're looking for someone to join you.
So I have two things to say. One, Joey, don't you have a pineapple shirt?
I think so. Wait,
I think
what
you're a
pineapple?
swinger. Secondly,
You're a swinger.
I love this idea of someone going to like the supermarket. He's like, I'm about to pick up another swinger, and they're just walking around the supermarket looking for pineapples. And as soon as they see one, they just start following them and looking, seeing if their radar could pick up on any other swinging signs. And they're like, no, it's just a mom shopping for a pineapple. Okay, and they're just.
You never know. You never know.
The grandma has it upside down. You're looking at her like, "What's up?"
That's what. Yes.
What I
How
want
do
to
y'all
know.
feel about granny sex? Gilfing it.
I'm good.
Someone's
think it's
grandma.
I mean, yeah, sure. I don't think there's any judgments to be made there. I don't have a specific granny fetish or anything.
Got a granny finish, bro?
I'd blow out somebody's good-looking granny's back out. Yeah, if I had the
Ew.
chance. Yeah,
There was this woman on World Star the other day. She was Granny something. She was talking about them young. She was like, them young bitches don't know how to cook. Come on. She was talking about how she gonna feed you and fuck you.
Bro, what? I mean,
Doe's like, you know what? That sounds like my type of trip.
yeah, I mean, if she wants to feed you and fuck you. And
Listen, bro, if I can get a doña Dominican woman to cook me my mango in the morning, I might settle down.
You know,
I have to settle down.
settle down.
Some people can't commit to getting that mango though, and they need to figure it out. They need to get it together.
Their mango soul, the Dominican soul they have in their heart, they need to figure it out.
The mango. Are we using mango as a metaphor to pussy?
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about actual mango.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, damn, are we really using that as a?
Sounds like somebody wanted mango one day and someone else didn't commit to it, and then when they did, the mango was out.
Damn.
Yep.
That's what the story sounds like to me.
Bro, you can't get mango after 10 a.m. Barely. You have to go to a place that makes it 24/7. And then I question those places. I'm like, that mango ain't fresh. They're not making mango is so kind of tedious to make. They only make it in that small section of the morning, and then they're on to other shit.
The rule is, You wake up in the morning, you go and try to get it.
Yep.
If the person you're with, if you're like, yo, you trying to get mango, and they're like, that hesitation, boom, it's too late. The mango's already going bad. We don't got enough time to talk about this. You need to go and get it now.
You got
That's
to
it.
both look at each other and just say, yeah. And
No.
then
Yeah, you
start
got to
going.
fucking know.
You just got to know it's in your blood at that point. You just got to know when to do it.
After them onions, the red onions be looking a little stale.
So do you think
They're
they do
looking like they're drying out and shit.
I get extra onions.
Do you
As you
think?
should.
Do you think?
I just don't like the Dominican spot near my crib. The onions are too thick. So then it's like I can't even get. I'm just eating onions right now. I can't even get them. Like I like the more thinlies, so you could actually use a fork and fork through them and get mango. But this is like a bite of onion. It's like, this ain't cool.
What? Why do you think? All right. First question: do you think you have to apply to these clubs? Like you think there's an
Yes.
application process and they got to do a background check on you?
I don't know if they do a background check. I'd be
Yeah.
surprised if they do a background check. But
Are
there's
these STDs?
there's absolutely some kind of application process because it's a club membership basically,
A
right?
health check. Absolutely.
I wonder if there's some kind of like recent testing result requirement. I would hope there is, right?
Yeah, it has to be. They have to go get like the STD checked. Nobody's hopping in these places. Yeah.
Never know, right? I'm curious too. Where do you sign up for this? Like, do you have to just wait for the signs and then just be like, I'm just gonna go in there and ask the person a question? Like,
It's
I mean,
like-
these places are not illegal. Like they are fully legal operations, right? It's not like a brothel. You're
you're just having
you're
a party.
you're not guaranteed to have any kind of sexual encounter when you go to a swingers club. I would say your probability of having a sexual encounter is probably pretty high, but
it's like
not guaranteed,
100%.
right?
You think some people go there and don't get fucking pussy or cop?
I would assume there's people that go there and they just play with themselves
off in the
and
corner.
watch.
Yeah, they probably
that,
like
'cause
to
that-
watch. Yeah,
I would assume there's a lot of people that do that. Actually, there's people that are just curious about whether they would enjoy the scene or not, and they just go as an observer.
Yeah. But there are people that don't get none too. I've read about that too on Reddit.
really.
People go to the swinging club and their wife is all the rage in the swingers association and they ain't getting no play. And then it ain't fun, you know. Like they basically go over there, they're not able to like, I guess, you know, people got to feel each other, you know what I'm saying? And you go and nobody's feeling you, then you just limp dick in the corner, you know what I'm saying? And your wife's over there getting pounded out
Clouded.
by someone bigger, stronger, and faster than you'll ever be. And then what fun is that? You know?
Gotta look for
God
that,
damn,
guys.
Bucho just voiced every dude's like penis
I feel
anxiety
like-
right there.
I don't know. I feel like you and your girl are gotta kind of be a team about it and be like, bro, if he's not getting none, I'm not giving out. Like it's kind of like you make
Solidarity.
a deal. I heard, yeah. From what I heard, it's kind of like you could, you trade each other's wives, stuff like that. You like, so I don't know, like, if
But it ain't
niggas'
always like
wife-
that. Oftentimes, you go to a place and it's almost like a place where the willingness to sex is pretty high, but you're now kind of single when you walk in, so to speak. You know, you're not attached to one another, so it's not like you're doing a wife swap. You're just going in there and trying to find somebody to have fun with. You know, so if you don't find nobody, I think that idea is cool though. By the way, I have no experience with this, so I could be totally off. But I think that idea is cool. Is like if you know, you go in as a couple, that maybe you guys should kind of stick together until you guys partner up. Like, you know, maybe there's a guy who's feeling your girl, and it would probably be cool if your girl doesn't just like run off to
Yes.
that until maybe you've also partnered up and you guys are like, all right, cool, we're gonna split up here or whatever. Just to
think
kind
so.
of increase the likelihood that everybody has a good time.
I think
So
for the most,
I'm not in the swinger scene, right? But I like the idea of like the swinger clubs and swinger scene more than like the idea of like just a straight up orgy, right? Because at least it feels like you still have like a right to choose at a swingers club, right? I think we talked about this before. Like, if you were the only person if you were someone at the orgy and you just didn't want to have sex with a certain person, how are you going to do that? Like mid sex? Like, isn't the agreement of the orgy like everyone's gonna
It's
mingle,
open season,
right?
Presence is consent at the orgy, I think.
Yeah, and I like the idea of still having my right to choose.
Yeah, for
Do you
sure.
think that that haters have to choose and not like don't have to empty it out or anything? The haters are
What?
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 all right. So my bad. I
The
skipped the
haters
whole.
have to choose. Is that
Did
what
you
you
just
said?
go? Did you go into
I
a
skipped
trance
the-
for a little bit?
Yeah, I
He
skipped
went
the whole
into
thing.
like
Check me out. So
MySpace times. The haters came back.
by the haters, I meant by the dudes who don't want you to fuck their girl, but they want to fuck your girl. Like, do you think they kind of tell their girl, "Yo, don't fuck them"? Like there's cock blocking, I guess, in the swingers, like the haters.
I
There's
would assume.
definitely cock blocking.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
assume it has to do with like with their agreements of their own swinger experience, right? Like maybe they go with the agreement that they can each veto if they want to, or maybe they go and they're like, nope, open season. Whatever we want to do is what we're gonna do. Neither scene really appeals to me very much. Like I think I've mentioned this before. I lean more towards being like a demisexual or something, right? Like I need to connect with the person in some way at least. I don't think I'm going to get that level of connection at a swinger club before being able to do the deed, right? So it usually doesn't appeal to me.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm actually more open to it now than ever in my life. Also because I feel like
That's so funny.
I don't know. It just made me laugh.
I have a weird thing with love now. And I'm like, what is love really?
Baby,
If-
don't hurt me.
If
no
my
No
if my
more.
partner is, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Whoa. Damn, mad loud.
That's what we do in my job, by the way. We talk a lot, and if anybody says anything that's even remotely close to a lyric of a song, somebody starts singing the song. It's pretty obnoxious.
That's a
So they
throwback.
said, "What is love?" And that's why I went, "Baby, don't hurt me." What is love?
Those songs are the jam. I'm sorry. Yo, so all right, so a little off topic. Do you guys agree with this thing? I think Doughboy put it in my head. It's called simping or simp, where a husband lets his wife gets fucked by a young bull, how they call it. Like, are you guys down for that shit?
I don't think that's called simping.
Is that what Doughboy, didn't you say that?
That's cuckolding.
No,
Oh.
a simp is like a reply guy that's just like in the girl's every single selfie a girl puts up on Twitter or
No,
something.
Doughboy used this term though. I think Doughboy said, "Oh, that nigga's a simp."
Doughy be
He lets his
simping,
girl-
so maybe
Oh,
every
okay.
post that a woman makes, oh, beautiful, blah, and they'll have a dog shit opinion, but then you're like, oh no, she was right. Like,
So
like you're
right.
it's always a positive reinforcement
that's what
in the
Doughboy-
hopes that one day there's a little chink in the armor and you could just slide right in. I think that's the whole
What
goal.
was
of
the other
Sims.
one? What was the other one you were saying? Like
It sounds like it was just cucking that he was.
Yes.
he was describing
Okay, so he
cuckoldry,
was
yeah.
describing no, but cuckolding is one thing, and having a black person fuck your wife because you're into some. It's called something. It's called bull, like a young bull. He's
Why
right. He's
Like,
right.
I wasn't bringing race into it.
It is a racial thing. That is a sexual
bulls
fetish.
I don't think bulls need to be a particular race.
No, I think
they
bull is just
do,
a young guy who's
personally.
hung. I think that's what
No,
that is,
I
right?
don't think. I think it is a fetish where you either your wife wants to fuck black men or you want to let your wife be fucked by black men. It is a weird culture fetish in America.
I think the whole bull thing and the cuckold thing are very tangentially related, but I don't think they're one and the same. Like cuckolding is just somebody's into. You have some fetish of having a partner have sex with somebody else.
In front of you.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be, but sure. And the whole bull thing is you want a bigger, faster, stronger man than you to do it.
So it has
But it
nothing to
doesn't
do with
have
color.
to be that way.
Okay.
A bull's like an alpha. At least how men
Man,
think
look
of
that
it, right?
genre up in Pornhub. Do me a favor, and then y'all do
Well,
the.
sure.
You know what I
We
mean?
live
It's
in
gonna
a
be-
world with racial
yeah.
connotations.
Yeah.
So the bull is gonna. If we live in a world where the black man has the big cock, right? Then he's typically gonna be the bull, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Like if so, I don't think that.
It's a weird racial thing in America. That shit is just really weird.
Yeah,
What kind
in
of music?
America, black people just serve to please white people. Okay,
Entertainment.
and it's no different in the bull scene, in the whole porn where it's like you bring in the black man to do the cuckoldry, but then he gotta go. Like he served his purpose.
Yeah.
It's weird. I don't disagree.
I'm not down with racial play being part of my like sex life. I don't want anyone calling me a slur mid-sex. That would
Yeah.
Damn.
put me completely out of the mood. But
That shit is crazy. That
What,
shit is
uh,
crazy.
I never considered this. This is nuts.
it's a thing when we're talking about like the bull and cucking and things like that. There's a lot of race play that goes into that particular like
You think these Confederate
fetish.
people they do like slave fetishes? I never even thought of that till right
it
now.
probably is a thing.
I mean,
Wow.
listen,
That's
when you
crazy.
go look at who picks up the prostitutes in New York, you'd be very fucking surprised at who's really going out and getting escorts. It's a
I feel like we need to move on from that one. What kind of music do you think they play in swingers clubs?
I don't think they play music at all. I think they want you to hear the moaning and groaning.
No, I feel like it would just be the most awful sound in the world to just hear just
That might
Just
be that might be a turn on.
and
And I honestly think they're all fucking in the same room. Like if they're all in a big living room with like mad like sofas and shit or whatever, and they're just all fucking in the
just like
same
a 70-foot long
Yeah,
sectional
it's just-
sofa.
yeah.
Nah, I think you've been watching those pornos where that is the case. I mean, I think that happens, but like from what I've read, it seems like a lot of the swinging scene is like a lot of times happens in big houses and stuff like that. People just go link up and they just sort of run off, do their thing, come back.
If if you had a big house and you rented it out as an Airbnb, what percentage of renters of your house do you think would just be throwing sex parties?
shit.
I would say a not insignificant amount.
Would you cater to that? Would you install like little hooks for like sex swings or something in the
I mean,
bedrooms?
yeah, if it pays, why not?
As a true capitalist, of course, I would cater to that. If there was more, if like I created a sex house, and it was getting all types of engagement, like people were staying there all the time, then I'm just winning. I'll make another house. I'll make 2 sex houses. Then
This
4,
man
then
is
8.
little fingers.
Then I'll be the Trump of sex houses.
the Trump of sex.
I mean, he owns a lot of property, man. I own a lot of sex houses.
I mean, a sex house is just a word. I mean, every Airbnb I've ever had another person, a partner with me, I've had sex at it. So it is a sex house. If you think about it, it's this house we go to, we have sex in. It's brand new. We don't know it's. Let me fucking wipe my ass with these window shades, these fucking drapes.
Why do I
It's a
feel
little
like you?
wet and musty back there.
Why I feel like you?
Joey's not allowed to rent the sex house.
Yeah,
He's not.
I feel like we've done this shit before.
He's trying to do irreparable damage.
The
to
ways
house.
that I've defiled hotels rooms, I don't give a fuck. I'm not coming back here.
You wipe your ass with the fucking the window
wet
shades?
ass, you have like sweat sex, all gooey and shit like that.
All of those sheets at hotel rooms are always white. All the towels are always so white.
This man is
Wiping
wiping
your-
He's
you gotta,
wiping.
you gotta wipe your shit on the shit that you could never really clean like that.
What is wrong
Leave
with
your
you?
mark. Leave your mark.
Awful.
What is wrong with this dude? If you lasted this long on this episode, ladies and gentlemen,
What is
please
the
hit-
bathroom? This is the bathroom. Our bedroom is the bathroom. What do you mean?
please hit that subscribe button. We're on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, IG, Spotify, iTunes. We're on almost every single platform. We don't push P around here, but please subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when you're getting these new videos, new shorts, new clips, whatever you want to call it. Please just share and like try to get us to the 500 mark after June. And
During June.
no. And yeah, man, if you like it, you enjoy this episode, comment, tell us if we're wrong about certain things. Let us know. If you're a part of the Swinger Club and you're out there, let us know. Doughboy, Mateo, they might want to try it out. You never know. Figure it out. And as always, people, go one up yourself.
Peace.